Alright guys, welcome back. It's J-Dogs here again. We're back here on Attack of the B-Team. And last time we got our teleporter set up. I've been doing all kinds of stuff with finding new things in Tropicraft. I think I've got my frames a little better now. And I'm not quite so laggy, so it might be a little smoother for recording. One of the things that I wanted to show you guys is that I've been working on a lot of stuff to do with Project Red Transportation. Basically what that is an easier way of doing storage. Now you guys have probably seen this before, but again, I'm going to go over it a little bit. A little sneak peek down here. I've been working on this basement. I'm doing it all in carpenter blocks so I can be able to morph them and change them if I want to. But we got this storage set up down here. Basically it's just regular chest, and I might put trap chest in between. But for right now I've just got these interface pipes, routed interface. And basically what they're going to do is they're going to pull and push stuff from and to and from the chest when it's requested. Now, I believe I can set it up like this to where it's hooked to two at a time, and it should still work fine. And for right now, I've got it going through the back here into these routed junction pipes, into a hopper, which is going into a chest. And basically what that's going to help with is being able to suck things out of there and send them into different chests. And I'm going to be putting a pressure plate in front of the chest up there so that while you're standing on it, it won't go anywhere. We're going to go bat mode. But while you're standing on it, it won't go anywhere until you actually move, so that you don't have to worry about losing things that you don't want to take off yet. I was actually hoping to show you guys in this episode this all set up and everything, but I just found out that these little chips that I have to put inside, like for example this item extractor chip. Well, first off, I want to show you guys to make the transport pipes. Those were easy, and to make the junction pipes, those were rather easy. But the problem is oh, wait a minute. I don't think I was supposed to put junction pipes all through down there. I just realized that. I think they're all supposed to be transport pipes. But in order to make these, we had to do these infused silicon, which were this, smelted, which is this, with a silicon in the middle, which is a diamond saw with a silicon biole, I think it's pronounced, which is, again, sandy coal compound, which is sand and coal. So there's a lot of stuff to go through to get a bunch of these. Although I do think I made too many. I thought I was going to need a lot more of this stuff. So if you look here, you can actually see I've got quite a few of these, but it's good because I had to make them in order to make these routed interface pipes, which again took these and redstone and gold nuggets. And I believe as we start, yeah, so like if you want the crafting pipe, it takes those. So it's not a bad thing that I made up a bunch of those because we're going to be needing those anyways. As I learned what these other ones do, I'm not really familiar with them, but I'm learning slowly but surely. But in order to make the extractor chip, I've got to go back and make Scion versions of this Illumar and these no logic routing chips, which it's fairly easy to make them. It's just going to be time consuming with more redstone and iron and the Illumar stuff. So I'm probably not going to be able to finish it out today, but I'll be able to work on it between now and the next episode. You guys probably saw last time I was using a little bit of this marble stuff downstairs. Yeah, Wish is working on doing a bunch of stuff of her own. We've been going crazy with these chisels and stuff. And we also found out, which I want to grab something real quick. Let's go up here. And I want to grab over here a little something, which I saw again on another episode today. We'll take one of those and one of those. So what I think is just awesome is the fact that if you stick one of these guys down, yes. So you can put dirt on that. We all know you can put dirt on a carpenter's block. But what I didn't know is you can dye it different colors. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, thank you. Another brick for downstairs. which that's been an awesome one that I found, was that nether brick. But see, you can do like blue and it turns it this grayish with little blue dots. And then you can still use your chisel on top of that. And so you can get almost any colored different types of block that you want. So, I mean, that's really neat on how that you can do all that. And then, of course, you can still morph them, you know, whichever way you want. But that's really neat. So that's why I've been making tons of these carpenter blocks and building with nothing but carpenter blocks. So when I go to put this marble down, I'm actually going to be putting carpenter blocks first. As you can see, we'll go along this side a little bit. But we're gonna put this these carpenter blocks down like so. Why am I placing like 10 at a time? Okay. Here, we'll do it this way. That way it doesn't matter if I place 10 at a time because I need to. Alright. But, no, that's part of the reason I'm doing this. And I'll show you guys real quick. And I think it's cool, where's my chisel? Did I put it up? I bet you I put it up. Ooh. Get through. Go through. Can't go through. Okay. So if we come over here and grab my chisel, you will see that we can take this guy, and then we get this chisel, right-click with it, and if you remember, this is how we got the marble, and there's tons of different styles of this too, which, as you can see, I've got some of the fancy marble tiles, and there's several other ones of these that I really like, and I think they're pretty cool. But the nether brick also does the same thing. And if you guys look at this, there are some pretty cool different things. Nether brick made of guts, dark nether brick made of guts, and so this is the one that I've been using, is the obsidian nether brick, which actually has lava in between it. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it'd be neat for the downstairs here. And so I'm going to go ahead and pop these down real quick. I'm not quite sure on the final design that I'm going to be going with down here, but I definitely think this is going to be a cool floor for me. Think about what, hon? Okay, so let's get these out of our inventory. Oh, that's pretty cool. The only downside, and this is something I was talking with Wish about. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that's one of the only downsides, is when you dye it, it doesn't keep the colors. See, like it's a dark gray and a light gray. It doesn't really do that with the cyan when you dye it. It just kind of makes it all cyan. Now, some of them, she was fiddling around with a different one earlier, and it kind of had two tones to it, but it was still blue. It's very similar to this marble here. If I were to put it in a carpenter block and then dye it blue, it wouldn't have that center mixed gold and blue. It would just be like a dark blue, and then the outside is a light blue. So it's all right, but it's not exactly like what I thought it would be. Yeah, Wish said that she's going to be not completely like redoing the style, but she wants to redo some of the blocks now that we've figured out some of this stuff. And we're going to build this completely with carpenter blocks. That way, the next time if we want to replace stuff, you just pop off the carpenter block, or not the carpenter block, but the block in the carpenter block, and it won't let animals loose too. So that'll be one of the positive things. But one of the things I wanted to show you guys that I've been working on also is something that I showed in the last episode, and I actually got some questions about this, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit more on it, and that is my big thing over here where I've got all these ores being collected, and it's really not that difficult. Ouch. And I'm going to show you guys what I have. So if you look, I have first all of these autonomous activators, and each one has an ore berry bush on top, whether it be aluminum, iron, gold, whatever. Each one has a bush on top. I still haven't figured out why they're not growing any taller. When they were just normal, they were growing. I think it might have something to do with the fact they're sitting on the activators. so that might have to get changed or something if I want them to grow. But as far as being a farm for the ores, it's working fine. So underneath is what you guys probably have not seen yet. Let me switch my tools back around here. So underneath is what you guys haven't seen too much of. So we're going to take a peek underneath. So underneath here, like I said, we have the activators, and basically they are just pointing straight up to where they will give a low redstone signal, and the configuration is just orange in this one to where that's where they're going to go out from, which is the bottom. Well, the back of it technically, but it's the bottom. And then the only thing I have is I just left all this on default because we just want it to right click it whenever it's available. Then down on the bottom here we just have item ducts. And we took all of these and we hooked them together, and each one goes to a different activator. And then on the inside here I put in what are they called? I can't think of it right now, but I put in one of the they're like these little devices, and they're yellow looking. I can't remember the name of them for the life of me right now. But anyways, it allows you to have an item filter. And I just didn't filter anything. The only thing I did was make it to where it had an ignored redstone signal, and that makes it to where it automatically turns the item duct on. So as soon as this has anything in it, it sucks it out and sends it down through this little pipe. And then the pipe over here, you can see it. Here's it in action. So see, you can see them just traveling right along the pipe, and you don't even have to like tell them which way to go. Automatically, they go just straight toward the chest. So you can see they just go straight towards this, and basically they already know where to go. You don't have to worry about, oh, you know, turn here and do all this. They already know where to go. They already know what to do. So that's pretty good. And there's the phone, of course, as always, guys. But then over here, you can see that the chest is just sitting right here, and I have some little covers covering this, cobblestone cover, but basically those two pieces just come straight up into the bottom of this, and feed it straight in here. Now you can see I've got some more oreberry bushes here. Those are just spares that I haven't been able to put anywhere yet, but that's the setup of that. I thought I'd talk about it a little bit more, and real quick I'm going to go over here to storage, and I'm going to show you guys what those things were that I could not remember. Pneumatic servos. Okay, so that's what they are. You make those. The recipe is rather easy. It's just glass, iron, and redstone. So they're very easy to make. And yes, you have to put one on each and every area where you want the redstone signal to be turned on. So it took me like, I think there's something like 32 in there or something. You just right-click it, and then you're able to right-click and open the inventory of the pipe. But that's one of the things I thought I'd show off. Some of the other stuff that we're going to be working on pretty soon after I get the storage done is we're going to tear this thing down here, and we're going to start working on our crops too. I want to start getting these guys where they're automatic and set up and everything. And then I'm going to be working on more furnaces, and yeah, I just thought I'd go over a few of the things we've been working on. Today's episode is probably going to be a little short, only because I've got so many things going today, it's not even funny. But I wanted to show this to you guys and kind of explain what I'm doing and how things are going to be going. This in here, and I believe I showed this to you guys last time, is the mob spawner. It works great. Right now we're just kind of using it as an XP farm. We don't even have an enchanting table, so we can't really enchant stuff. But eventually I'm going to have a setup down here where there's going to be another one of those autonomous activators, and it's going to have a weapon in it, and it'll just automatically kill the mobs, and then the items will get sucked up and routed different ways. And since it's literally right here next to, whoops, we fell. Since it's literally right here next to the storage, I'll be able to run a pipe across a little ways over here, and then just have it go straight into the storage area here. I do plan on having many more of these chests set up in here, probably a whole nother row on this side, and maybe even a row in the center. What? Yeah, I think the floor turned out really nice. Even though it's just the one solid color, it's kind of freaky when you look at it and you're like moving by it pretty quick. But I think it turned out really neat. And eventually we're going to get all these cards made up. And like I said, we need the item extractor chip. And let me see. Uh, I know we need another one. And I'm not sure what the other one is that we need. But I know we need this one. And let's go ahead and we'll make one up real quick and I'll kind of show you guys what it is. So what do we need here? Actually, I don't think I have the cyan we're going to need. Do we have cyan trees?
I have cyan dye.
But do we have trees?
No.
Okay. So green and blue. So I found out on some of these that you can use the trees in combination with regular dyes, by the way, guys. And I know I'm kind of jumping around on a lot of things today. Um, but I also went out and I found some more trees. So we've got redwood saplings from Biomes of Plenty. We also have palm saplings. So we should be having redwood and palm in here. Jungle, birch, oak. Why am I not getting redwood? Is there something about how I gotta plant these? Not sure on that. But we've got the where is it? Palm. Oh, that's not even in there yet. We do have some of the palm though. I have it right here, palm wood, and it's got a nice little texture to it. If you look, it's got its own little palm plank. It's kind of like jungle, kind of, I would say. Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. I'm gonna look more into these redwood saplings and see why they're not growing too well. But down here we still have the setup going, of course, and it's got tons of coal down here. It's just been going for days. I'm going to take some out and take it over to the other one. Um, and yeah, that's empty. We're going to have to get some more of those in there. And I hear zombies. Okay, so anyways, guys, I think for today that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and refill this guy. All right. So that'll start going again. I also want to upgrade our energy soon. And I know there's not too much that we're actually getting done in this episode, but I wanted to show off some of the things that I've been working on, some of the stuff that I've been doing. One little note of advice. I did go over and try to get some animals, and if you look, where do I have them? Where did I put you guys?
You gave me the safari net.
No, I have two other ones that I had. Here they are. So if you look at these safari nets, they've got iguanas in them over from Tropicraft. And I had gone and gotten Wish 2 monkeys, and then I went back to get her iguanas. Well, when I came back, the monkeys were gone. And I completely forgot, if you bring animals from Tropicraft over to the overworld, they will disappear as soon as you leave the chunk. So that's a downside, but according to what I've been told, if you take and you name them while they're still in the little ball and then release them, then you'll be able to keep them forever. So Wish has been thinking of names for all these animals that we're going to be having. But I'm going to have iguanas and monkeys, and she wants the saber-toothed tigers and all kinds of different stuff. So we're looking into getting a bunch of that. And yeah, we've been smelting like crazy, and I've still not even hardly touched that portable tank. So I'm definitely going to look into getting one of those and seeing how well it works for power. They're very easy to fill up, and if they last as long as this has been lasting to do all this, it'll be awesome. So I've been doing up some clear glass here. I'm going to be using it for some things down in the basement here. But yeah, guys, I think that's the end of the episode. I actually didn't think we'd have a long episode, and I've about 20 minutes, so that's good. We've been sticking to the shorter episodes like you guys have been asking, and I've been getting great feedback on that. So Thanks for the feedback. I enjoy getting the comments back from you guys saying that they're coming out much better and everything. So on that note, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And me and Wish will see you guys next week on another episode of BTeam. Peace out.